Once upon a time, in the village of Umuagu, a land surrounded by thick forests and ancient traditions, there lived a young woman named Zara. She was the most beautiful maiden in the land, with skin like the evening sky and eyes that shone like the stars. But beauty, as they say, can be a blessing or a curse. One fateful day, an old seer visited Zara's home. With trembling hands, she touched Zara's forehead and gasped, "This girl, she is an Ozu, a cursed one. The gods do not favor her," the seer declared. The village elders held a meeting. It was said that anyone born under such an omen must be cast away, for keeping them in the village would bring famine, death, and misfortune. Despite her mother's pleas, the elders decided that Zara must be buried alive in the evil forest, a place where spirits roamed and no one dared to step foot after dark. At dusk, the villagers carried Zara, bound in raffia ropes, deep into the evil forest. The drummers played sorrowful beats as the priest muttered incantations. Zara wept. "I have done nothing wrong," she cried, but no one listened. The earth was dug and she was placed inside. The elders covered her with soil, leaving only her muffled cries behind. When the last handful of dirt was thrown, they left, never looking back. The village of Umuagu went to sleep, believing they had rid themselves of a curse. But they were wrong. That night the moon hid behind the clouds, and a cold wind swept through Umuagu. The night watchman, Okonkwo, patrolled the village borders. He clutched his spear tightly, shivering as the distant hoots of an owl echoed through the trees. Then he saw something that froze his blood. Through the darkness, from the path leading to the evil forest, a figure walked slowly toward the village. A woman. Her feet dragged against the dirt, her white burial cloths covered in mud and blood. Her eyes glowed in the moonlight like burning embers. Her arms hung loosely by her sides, her fingers twitching. It was Zara. She was walking back home. Okonkwo dropped his spear and ran, screaming into the village. "The dead have risen! The dead have risen!" Doors slammed. Mothers hid their children. Warriors grabbed their weapons. But who dares fight the dead? The chief priest, an old man with a white beard, came out with his sacred staff. He ordered the villagers to stay inside and began chanting spells to ward off evil. But Zara kept walking. She did not speak. She did not blink. She only stopped when she reached the village square. Then she raised her face to the sky and let out a cry that shook the ground. The villagers screamed. The trees bent as a powerful wind swept through the village. The fire in the elder's hut extinguished on its own. Then, in a voice that sounded like the whispers of 1,000 spirits, Zara spoke. "You buried me, but the gods have brought me back. The innocent shall not suffer for the sins of the guilty." The chief priest, shaking, stepped forward. "What do you want, spirit of the dead?" "I am no spirit," Zara said. "I was never an Osu. The seer was bribed by a jealous woman who envied my beauty. The gods have sent me back to reveal the truth." Gasps filled the air. The woman in question, Nkem, fell to her knees, weeping. "She speaks the truth," Nkem confessed. "I was envious of her. I did not want her to marry the prince, so I paid the seer to lie." The village was silent. The elders, ashamed, knelt before Zara. The chief priest declared, "We have wronged you, Zara. The gods have indeed spoken through you." As punishment, Nkem was banished to the evil forest, where she would live in solitude forever. As for Zara, she was honored as a messenger of the gods. A great feast was held in her name, and she was given a new title, Zara, the one who walked between worlds. From that day, no one in Umuagu was ever buried alive again. And when children asked why, their parents would whisper, "Because Zara still walks among us." watching, listening, ensuring justice is never buried again. Thanks for watching. If you want more of this enchanting story, subscribe and turn on your notification bell to be notified once I post another story.